Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 7th. I'm Miriam Bosiljevets. An Inuvik elementary school says it's ending its French immersion program. East 3 Elementary said enrollment has been declining and it's also facing staffing cuts. Next year, the school will instead offer daily 90-minute blocks of French language teaching. The Explorer Hotel's owner hopes to have a new hotel next door open by the end of the decade. Nunastar is planning a 150-room hotel around the corner from its existing facility. Chief Operating Officer Ben Cox said the federal push for Arctic sovereignty is one reason to open another hotel.
There's a lot of factors Canada-wide. This is just the first step down the road. We wouldn't move ahead if we didn't have a great deal of confidence that it's the right move eventually. The federal government's renewed focus on the north is certainly a positive.
Check out new details from the plans on CabinRadio.ca. A charity that funds Indigenous Guardians projects is accusing an employee of fraud involving millions of dollars. The First Nations National Guardians Network takes funding from the federal government and distributes it to dozens of Indigenous governments, including some in the NWT. The network said last week it had uncovered $6 million worth of suspicious transactions. Legal proceedings have been launched. The impact on NWT Guardians programs isn't yet clear. Norman Wells residents are invited to an open house over a new environmental assessment for Imperial Oil's impending closure. Imperial is ending operations at its century-old Norman Wells oil field this fall. The Mackenzie Valley Review Board says an open house will take place at the Norman Wells Legion from 2 till 7 on the afternoon of Tuesday, April 14th. NWT MP Rebecca Alty is in Hay River this morning for what Ottawa is calling an infrastructure announcement. We're expecting it to relate to the town's water treatment plant. Hay River has previously said it's facing a bill of about $90 million to build all the improvements the town needs. A new water treatment plant accounts for about a third of that. And Folk on the Rocks has added a second wave of acts to its 2026 lineup. Ontario folk rock group Great Lake Swimmers will play the festival this summer alongside the Darcys, and Mi'kmaq singer-songwriter Drives the Common Man. Multiple Juno winner Asanabi had already been announced. A third and final lineup announcement is due next month. This year's festival runs from July 17th to 19th. Your weather forecast for today: Yellowknife -2 and mainly sunny, Inuvik -8 and mainly sunny, Norman Wells -1 with a chance of flurries, Hay River -5 with a mix of sun and cloud, Fort Smith high of +2 and mainly sunny, and Fort Simpson +1 today and mainly cloudy.